Greetings, survivors and friends. SHADOWFRAX here with your weekly Rust update fix, where we have just received a sneak peek of the new Heavy Scientist, and as you can see, he'll be a much beefier version of the current bipedal blue barrels that we know and perhaps love, and consequently harder to pacify, I'd imagine. Whether this means that he'll also move slower as a result remains to be seen, although gravity isn't exactly on his side. In this shot you can see that he isn't packing anything different in the way of weaponry, although whether this changes we'll also have to wait and see. In addition, we don't know where he'll be making his debut or whether he'll be confined to certain monuments. In fact, we don't really know anything much, but stay tuned and I'll keep you informed. Apart from this, we are currently still in the information desert. News is slightly thin on the ground, although in the distance there are a couple of impressive looking cactuses. Cacti. Apart from the already eagerly awaited oil rigs that we should be getting a look at soon on staging and will properly be able to explore on main next month, as I mentioned last week, another new monument that's currently in production is the giant Excavator. The white box model is complete now and I should be able to flash you some visuals next week. We really don't know what to expect here yet, whether it'll be something like this old piece of artwork from
Concept Limbo,
or more like one of these things. Either way, I'm sure it'll be groundbreaking. Oh, and I did see a commit about a dump truck to go with it, but don't break out the furry dice just yet. I'm sure it'll be purely furniture. In the guts of Rust itself, work's been ongoing to fix some exploits that have cropped up recently, and you may have noticed some hotfixes for these. The length of time it takes to build new versions of both servers and clients for testing is being looked into, and optimizations here are aimed at speeding up the process so that the team can test new changes quicker and reduce the chances of late patches in future. Texture streaming is receiving a lot of love, and as mentioned last week, when it arrives it could take quite a load off of some of your SPUD-based GPUs and free up a good bit of VRAM, although we'll have to wait and see how effective it is, of course. But there's the new, more dynamic and hopefully better optimized version of the water system to look forward to, a few other miscellaneous performance tweaks and adjustments here and there, and something I failed to mention before, but better late than never, I guess. If you go down to the military tunnels today, you're in for a nice surprise. In the previous patch, the new lighting there was merged, and as you can see, you can now actually see. The distribution and variety of lighting here is greater and more atmospheric, and there are some fancy new effects such as sparking cables and misty cloning tanks. In fact, this is a harbinger of things to come as other monuments and underground areas are being relit. Also, the oil rigs, when they splash down, will already have this upgraded lighting. That's about it, but lastly, news on something that I know a few of you have been harping on at me about for years. A recent commit simply states that now Mac uses metal and Linux uses Vulkan. Happy now? This isn't on main yet, of course, and is all thanks to the new version of Unity, I think, but I'll bring you more details as soon as I find out. So stay tuned. Once again, thank you for watching this week. Your support means a lot to me, and if you could fiddle with the like and subscribe knobs when you get a moment, it would make me even happier. You can try ringing the notification bell too, but I think it's broken, so just shout ding dong really loud or something. Please join me over on Twitch if you haven't already. I stream 3 times a week now and I'd love to chat to you there. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, Discord and my Steam group. I shall catch you all soon, of course, but in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio.